Okay, guys, welcome to the Toastmasters meeting. My name is Samira, and I have the honor serving as the president of Moscow Toastbusters. Moscow Toastbusters is English public speaking club, a part of global community Toastmasters International that connects about 270,000 members in 145 countries. And here in Moscow, we meet every 2 weeks to practice public speaking in English and grow together. But why do we do that? Why does this matter? The way you express yourself can open doors in your career, strengthen your relationships, and inspire those around you. Yet confidence in public speaking and communication overall does not appear overnight. It is built step by step. Think about it. The greatest achievements are rarely the result of one single breakthrough. They are built on thousands of small, consistent actions. Take the Great Pyramid of Giza as an example. This is the only wonder from original 7 wonders of ancient world that still stands. And of course, it was not built in one day, and no single person could have done it alone. And the very same principle that created this piece of art applies to public speaking. Every speech, every piece of feedback, and every attempt to stand here and talk, it all compounds. In the very beginning, you may stumble, your voice may shake, but over time, you become more confident and expressive. Before we begin, I would like to invite our newcomers who are here for the first time. Please welcome and introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Daniel.
You're a newcomer as well. Please come to the stage. Please take a
Okay, I will start. My name is Daniel. I have been studying to be a web designer, so I can create websites, apps, animations, 3D models, and stuff like that. This year, I've started to read books. My favorite genres are professional and psychological literature. So today I'm here to get a new feelings.
Hello, my name is Valentina. I'm making patents on innovations in cybersecurity company. In days when I'm not doing patents, I like to ride bicycles, read books, and make cakes. That's it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Valeria. I'm here for the first time. Glad to see you all. I'm working at the marketing department of a big company. So at that moment, I'm thinking about my new career perspectives. So I'm coming here to practice public speech in English and meet new people. I like art. I like dancing, cooking, walking, and meeting new people. Thank you.
Hello there. My name's Ekaterina. I'm originally from Siberia, from a small town next to Krasnoyarsk. For 5 years, I lived in Magadan. And 2 years ago, I came here. So I've been living in Moscow for 2 years. And I teach English. I'm a self-employed English tutor, and I prepare students for exams. And in my free time, I like to take photos, go hiking. I like traveling and stuff like this.
Thank you guys for coming. You're welcome, and I hope that you all find this meeting valuable for yourself. So you can take your seats. And now it's my pleasure to invite to this stage a person who will guide us through the rest of the meeting, and it is our Toastmaster of the day, Tatiana Gladisheva.
Dear fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests. Not so long ago, I was sitting around the table with my friends. We were talking about different things, and suddenly the conversation went to an unexpected direction. We started to create a list. To be precise, not even create, but recreate, because the original was made centuries ago. And that list has everything I love: logic, history, and mystery. So tonight, I'm going to take you back to your childhood and refresh your memory. And we all together recreate the list of 7 wonders of the ancient world. So next time, when you get together with your friends, you can easily demonstrate good memory and knowledge of ancient, maybe not history, but art, maybe both history and art. So if you're ready, let's start with the first one on our list: the statue of Zeus at Olympia. That was a statue 13 meters tall, located at Olympia. And as many of you know, as all of you know, probably, Olympia is the motherland of Olympic Games. And there is a strange legend. Actually, there are plenty of legends behind that wonder, but I caught one which amazed me. At a certain point, Roman Emperor Caligula decided to bring the statue to his palace. And when he sent movers to that statue, somehow the statue of Zeus started laughing. I think it either was a misrepresentation of legend over the centuries, or probably the movers told something inspiring and funny to the statue. So now I would like to invite to this stage Madam Thought of the Day, Ksenia Morozova, with her very inspiring and probably funny Thought of the Day.
Hello, everyone. 7 Wonders is a list of 7 notable structures present during classical antiquity, first established at 15 and 72. The 7 traditional wonders are the statue of Zeus of Olympia, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Colossus of Rhodes, the Lighthouse of Alexandria, the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, the Temple of Artemis, and the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Using modern-day countries, 2 of the wonders were located in Greece, 2 in Turkey, 2 in Egypt, and 1 in Iraq. Of the 7 wonders, only the Pyramid of Giza, which is also by far the oldest of the wonders, remains standing, while the others have been destroyed over the centuries. Instead, the wonders, the ancient Greeks spoke theamata, which means sights, In other words, things to be seen. It's enough.
Thank you, Ksenia. You have done my job pretty much for like 90%, I would say. Thank you. But Ksenia has given you the hints. So that's a very good job. Thank you, Ksenia. Next one. Next wonder on our list is a temple of Artemis. It was a Greek temple located in Ephesus and dedicated to the goddess Artemis. It was completely rebuilt 3 times until its final total destruction. And the legend states that a person whose name was Herostratus was seeking for a fame at any cost. And he put a fire, he set the fire on the wooden roof of this temple, and the temple completely burned out. On that night, when the temple was burning, Alexander Macedonian the Great was born. So these 2 events coincided. And later, people told that Artemis, the goddess, was so busy with birth of Alexander, so she didn't have a chance to set her own temple. This story shows how one same action can bring you a glory or a shame. And same with words, guys. They can either destroy your speech, make it unforgettable. And we have an accounter, Artem Grachov, tonight, who is going to help us to separate unnecessary words from the good ones. Artem, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Hello.
Here is.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and also guests. The purpose of a counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including am, or. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase, such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Artem, and thank you for taking the role. That was last-minute replacement. We are ready for the next. Next one is the Colossus of Rhodes. It was constructed to celebrate the victory of Rhodes over the ruler of Cyprus, who unsuccessfully attacked Rhodes. Initially, the statue was supposed to be 18 meters tall, but later the citizens of the island requested it to be twice bigger. But the increase in size in 2 times required the increase in materials in 8 times. And I guess that time sponsorship wasn't an option. So the sculptor borrowed money himself and finished this wonderful structure. But by the time the job was done, he was completely broke and suicide. That is a sad story, but that shows what can happen if you have no one to watch for your mistakes. Guys, we are safe tonight because for watching our grammar mistakes, we have our grammarian, Martino Abracciavento. Microphone. Martino will introduce a role of grammar.
Good evening, everyone. All right, the theme tonight is the 7 wonders of the world. So for a wonder, in order to discover a wonder, you need what do you need to discover a wonder? Because I forgot it. Well, I will be the guardian of the language tonight because I will be attentively looking and listening of your speeches, of your coming on the stage here tonight. And I will try to highlight as much as possible all your germs, exactly like, that's the word, archaeologist. Like an archaeologist discovers the wonders, brings to light all the gems, all the beauties. Same thing I will try to achieve tonight. I will try to bring all the beautiful language, sentences, phrasal words, you name it. And I will also put a minor emphasis on what slip of the tongues or something that falls between the cracks. We have a word of the day tonight, and tonight is inspired by the 7 wonders of the world. It's awe-inspiring. What does awe-inspiring mean? It means wonderful, beautiful. An example. If you are before for instance, the pyramid of Giza, you say this pyramid is awe-inspiring. All right, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the meeting. I'm for sure I will join your beautiful language.
Thank you. That was a presentation of determined grammarian. You look like a colossus. Next one. Oh, that's my favorite one. The Pyramid of Giza, or maybe Giza. I was positive that it was Giza. Or Pyramid of Cheops. This is the oldest one out of 7. And the only one, as it was mentioned, the only one remains nowadays. I'm sure all of you have seen this wonderful, epic structure. And you are familiar with the official version of its origin and numerous of fantastic versions of its origins. I'm not sure about you guys, but when I stand by this pyramid, I feel an eternity. I feel like the moments become the infinity. And now it's the right time to invite here Konstantin Danilov with his poem to appreciation of time. Konstantin, mic.
Toastmasters, Toast members, friends, and newcomers, good evening. Today, I will be your supporter, maybe tutor, and maybe traffic light for you, because I have 3 cards. Green, first of all green, yellow and red. It's important, yeah, in our lives. Traffic lights, red, it's danger, we all know. The same is here, because we have rules in Toastmasters. Red sign means that you exceed your time. For example, for small speeches, 2 minutes you exceed. For prepared speeches, you exceed 5 minutes and more. Yellow, you have 30 seconds and maybe 35, 30 to finish your speech. It's like a sign to be aware and prepared to conclude. And green light, it's simple. You have 1 minute to speak and you can enjoy your speech and presentation. In the end, I will prepare small report, who will be winner of today and be precisely of time, and who will be maybe not loser, but should work on duration and be a time frame. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Konstantin. Let me take the microphone from you. We are moving forward. And next wonder is a lighthouse of Alexandria that was built on Pharos Island in the 3rd century before Christ. And it was supposed to help ships and boats to go through the reefs. During daytimes, the ancient sailors noticed the thick smoke out of it, And during the nighttime, it reflected a big flame from a huge mirror. And the lighthouse was visible 60 kilometers away. But anyway, the sailors had to have pretty good observation skills to notice the lighthouse of Alexandria. And tonight we have someone, a quiz master, to test our listening skills. And I would like to invite here Marina Pishchenko. Please welcome Marina.
Hello. Today I have a role of a quiz master, and the main goal to check your listening skills and ability to pay attention. It's also about respect to our speakers. They were preparing to entertain us, to provide us with exciting, unusual, useful information. I suppose they put their time and maybe a part of their soul into their stories. And of course, they are worried and they wanted to be heard. I urge you to listen to carefully, to show your engagement in our event. And I, in turn, will prepare interesting questions for you to find out how attentive you were. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marina. Be attentive, guys. She's going to test you strictly. Probably she's going to ask you to list all 7. No, all 7. Okay, we have done through 5 wonders out of 7, and now it's a time to proceed to the main part of the meeting. We are ready to listen to prepared speeches, and I'm very happy to announce our first speaker, Daniil Filonov, with his very promising speech, Miracles in Groholsky Lane. I'm eager to know what's going on in Groholsky Lane. You will. Miracles in Groholsky Lane, Daniil Filonov.
Enough about ancient wonders of the world. I want to talk about Russian wonders. First is, of course, Lake Baikal. Second, have you ever heard about such phenomena as Siberian hells? Near Krasnoyarsk lady, you heard? Please raise your hands who was in a sick leave or just unhealthy in the last 12 months. Everybody was healthy. Oh. In the last 2 years, almost everyone. What if I tell you, during my first 10 years of my career, when I lived in Siberia, in a very polluted town, worked at extremely stressful job outside, not inside, but in the field, rain, snow, doesn't matter. I didn't have even 1 day of sick leave. If I had some troubles with my health, give me 1 recovery beer, I will be in the office at 8, outside, no problems. It turned out the Siberian health works only in Siberia. But I never visited any doctors. I didn't believe it's needed. I went to Denmark for 2 years, and they don't know what antibiotics means. If your small kid, small child has 40 degrees temperature, no antibiotics, no nothing. It will become better in 7 days or in 1 week. Doesn't matter if you give him anything. So I don't believe in any medical help if you have Siberian health. One day, when I lived in Moscow, I had massive food poisoning. 1 recovery beer doesn't help. Day number 3, I'm still under the weather. Day number 4, I go to Perm. And of course, next day, ambulance takes me to the hospital because Daniel is dying from food poisoning. When I came back from this unfortunate trip, my manager told me, enough is enough, Daniel. Go to Groholsky Lane. There is a special medical center for cases just like you. In just 1 month, these Atlanteans rebuilt my stomach half for half. Wonder? Not really. I had a very unexpected bonus. I was 32 years old, and I was suffering from hangovers when I drink a lot. And I drink a lot. After this procedure in Groholsky Lane, for the next year and a half, I didn't have any hangovers. Suddenly, I started to believe in medicine. I started to believe specifically in this Groholsky Center. I wondered, if I have this cheat code for hangovers, what else can they do for me? Steve Beck, no problems, we give you massage. You don't have kids, no problems. We will give you. Why are you scratching your head? You are doing it since when? Since Vladimir Putin's second term for 15 years? Done. So I called this cheat code God's hand. That gods from this miracle Groholsky Lane, they helped me with the God hands to recover everything. And any ideas how it helped in my life? In all areas. At work it's easy, and in communication as well. Because it's a little bit hard to be positive, to be friendly when you have Steve Beck and for 15 years you scratch your head like crazy. This much, unexpectedly, I became 80 years old. I started to forget everything. I couldn't concentrate on work at all. Simple email, I will not answer it, even if you just fire me immediately. I just can't. But let's call to God's hand, go to Groholsky Lane, and of course they started their magic. First, Daniel, you need a massage, your neck and everything. April, we discovered that I need vitamin B12, no problems, we will do this. By May, I had 6 different medicine that I was putting in my nose, in my stomach, in my head, just in case. However, it didn't help at all. I don't know what my manager thought about me and my inability to answer any emails. The hardest part of this thing was feeling that I'm just in a no man's land, kind of black hole. And you wonder, you put so many effort, getting better, day after day, all this work, all this rehabilitation, but it's just deaf and blind. God's hand is busy. Hold the line, please. Groholsky Lane miracles were no longer doing any wonders to me. You remember meeting in June when Ksenia first time came here. I always remember everything about people. You tell me anything, Alina, I will remember it for the rest of my life. Yeah. At after party, we were talking with Ksenia, and in every minute I was forgetting where she's from and what she was doing for a living. Now I remember, but then it was a very stupid situation from my side. And this is how this thing in my brain worked. Just a dark presence. I don't want to sound mystical, but every time there is no sun, it's clouds like this, I felt something blocking me, slowing me down, troubling me. And I started to wonder. I had doubt if I will be 80 years old forever and I am done, because it's month number 4. We're doing all these possible procedures in Grakholsky Lane and just don't work. While we were chatting with Ksenia, those people in Grakholsky Lane, they kept working. They kept digging to this rabbit's hole to know everything about my health. And finally, they gave me 2 pills. One, just a regular pill to eat every day. And second, they told me, it's extremely dangerous. Use it for your very cautiously. When there is cloudy and your brain started to get blocking, trouble you, yes, prepare to evacuate soul. 8, 7, 6, evacuate soul now and put it under your tongue. And after 1 week, miracles started to work again. And I proclaim that I'm still healthy, still can remember everything. You tell me, I remember everything about you, Alina, again. And I can make speeches extremely long, but without any preparation or anything, thanks to the miracles of Grakholsky Lane. If you want more information, I'm available at after parties. I will tell you everything, how to get there, what else they can help you with. And remember that real miracles exist right now, here, and they're extremely helpful in communication. Thank you.
Okay, now we know about 8th wonder of the modern world. And I think it's time for break. Konstantin, what do you think? Mr. Timer? I'm on my speech. That's right. That's right. And that's what. Okay, guys, you can start preparing for speech. But while we are doing that, please concentrate on our second speech. Work with a new nation. Любовь Гершман. Applause. Любовь Гершман, work with a new nation.
Good evening. I'm glad to be here. And I have some questions to you. Have you ever had situation if you walk out from negotiation or a meeting and thinking, I never win, I didn't win, I accept my brain. Yep. This happens all the time, and one way to survive sometimes is to smile. You know, in international business, it's happening all the time. For example, once I had bring a brand into the Middle East. You know, I took different part of preparation. For example, took the cultural difference training, local advisors, and of course, team education. But in real life, we always have some surprise. Imagine, I'm in a sunny country, sunshine. And from early morning, I start to build trust with my partners. Small talk. Smile and tea. Lunch. Small talk. How is your family? Smile. More tea. Dinner. Oh, do we eat with hands? Okay, I will try. Left. Small talk. Midnight. Now start the questions about business. But small talk. Smile. More tea. You know, really, in midnight, I won't just sleep. At 3 a.m., we start speak about business, but at 4 a.m., we break up. Do you think we went to sleep? No, because in the morning, all starts again. Three such days, deal is done. I was exhausted, really, but smiling. You know, in international business, you know how to adapt. To American, straight the point. With German, practical. With Italians, very expressive. Martina, am I right? Okay. But now we have some representative with whom we need to build a new approach. Do you know what I mean? Artificial intelligence. Yeah. Have you ever got some deal with it? Raise your hands. I see, you know, my pain and my migraine sometimes. Okay. Artificial intelligence never get tired and never loses. Did you had some interesting calls? Hello, I'm Alex. It takes just 1 minute. I have a special offer. These guys can speak forever. And research says people hands up after 11 seconds. I create some interesting script for sales department. We will soon hear like this one. Hello, I'm Alex. I'm human. Sounds refreshing, yeah? And I would like to say that AI over-prepared. I love experiments very much, believe me. I made half-page prompt engineering and asked AI to write me business strategy. With and etc. 30 seconds, AI, done. 50 pages. Application longer rare. War and Peace by Tolstoy. Quotes from McKinsey, Harvard Business Review, Wikipedia, all the same time. It was garbage, really. Okay, and if before I know how to build communication step by step, but how to work with AI? This is a whole new nation. I took special course how to work with AI. I hope you too done it. Thank you. Because you remember rule 1. Never ask AI tell you joke. Rule 2. Always fact check. If you forget rule 1 and 2, you are not negotiating with AI. You are negotiating with her. My takeaway. This paradox is that AI making fool even more foolish and smart even smarter. But one thing AI can do, you know, AI can't laugh for itself. And till it learns it, the humanity have competitive advantage, ability to laugh, to break the tension. Smile. Thank you.
Thank you very much for a great speech. So now we are ready for break? Yes? Break 5 minutes? How much time? 10? 5. Okay, guys, 5 or 7 wonders. Do you guys remember which 2 wonders are left, which have not been mentioned yet? Yes, ancient world, yes. No, you don't remember? Okay, I'm gonna give you a hint. Yes. Hanging Gardens of Babylon. By the way, this one is the number 1 listed by Russian speakers. I think that is because it has very beautiful and memorable name in Russian. Alina, can we have Hanging Gardens of Babylon? Oh, here it is. That's kind of blurry picture, but it shows an idea of it. And the legend says that the Hanging Gardens of Babylon were built by Babylon king for his Persian wife, who missed the green hills of her motherland. And by the way, this is the only wonder which location has never been purely defined. And the legend also states, but probably it never existed, but we don't believe that. But there are no solid evidences of existence of it. And as you know, many of you know, if there are no evidences,
That's how mystery is born. And the human's imagination can go away beyond reality. And now we have a chance to practice our imagination and improvisation skills with the help of our table topic master, Alina Stepanova. Please welcome Alina Stepanova. Alina is shocked.
Yeah.
Alina,
Thank you. Just 1 second. So, hello, dear Toastmasters and our guests. Honestly, that's my favorite part of our meetings, table topics, because that's something unexpected. So you never know what to expect, but it's always good. We are all gonna have fun, no worries. So table topics is our club's glorious tradition to teach us to think on our feet and talk about absolutely anything with hopefully some coherence. Not necessary, but hopefully. And of course, it's your perfect chance to come and share this beautiful stage with me. So here's what happens next. Members and guests will be called on this stage. They picked one of those beautiful cards with questions and deliver their speeches. The speech will be timed, so please keep your response between 1 and 2 minutes. Thank you. 1 and 2 minutes, clear and concise. Plus, you have 30 seconds to prepare. To give you even more motivation, here is a spoiler. One of you will win a prize today. Yes, after the table topic session, we will hold a vote to choose our favorite table topic speaker. Yeah. And before we begin, I'll give you quick reminders. This is a judgment-free zone, so mistakes are welcome here. Don't worry about that. Be brave, not perfect. And support each other. Your energy really makes a difference. And most importantly, as I said at the very beginning, have fun. We're all going to enjoy this. So, who's wanna be the first bravest one? Come on. If you make an eye contact. Okay, welcome on stage. You are the saver today. So here is the mic. Welcome. And I give you to pick the cards. As you can see, you have a helper with some pictures of 7 wonders, Asian one and modern ones. So pick one. Okay. If you like, yeah.
Turn it, yes.
Turn it and introduce yourself first.
Okay, guys, my name is Konsta, and you probably know today I timekeeper, but I want to show you how it looks like to give impromptu speech. I have never won a prize, and it's always for me a struggle to give impromptu speech, but I always try and try and try. Okay. My task, yes. If you had a time machine to not just see, but actually take part in the construction of one wonder, which would you choose? Who would you be there? The architect, a simple worker, or someone trying to convince everyone it's a crazy idea? Wow. Super, super. Okay, I will take 10 seconds to think. Okay. If I had a time machine, I will choose hanging gardens. Why? I don't know, because it's beautiful. And I think garden and all this beautiful atmosphere give us feelings of relaxation, vacation. Something simple easy, and maybe work with our internal, I don't know, maybe stress, other bad feelings. And I like to be architect. Grammarian, maybe you, I don't know, support me. Architect, I think it's correct to say. Because I want to have an island as hanging gardens, and we will use different special constructions, towers, I don't know, foundation, rivers, and etc., with all greens. Why? Very powerful color to relax and save our minds and feelings and all other stuff. I think I conclude that I think it's very important sometimes to back in the past and try to make some reflection and maybe to think and imagine something like this good say theme, because it's again help us to maybe to switch our attention from the routine, from the other maybe rough stuff and bad things. That's all, and thank you. Okay.
Okay, guys, as you can see, questions are not that complicated and there are some funny ones too. So who wants to be the next one? Come here. Come. Welcome our newcomer. Yeah, so here is the mic. Let me help you. Please introduce.
Okay, as I said in the beginning, I'm Daniel.
Daniel. Okay,
Yes.
Daniel, you can pick one. I like your name, Daniel.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I choose this one.
Okay.
Okay. Neither. Okay. Tell us about your personal wonder of the world, a person, place, or event that had a colossal influence on you. What was it and how did it change you? Okay, as I said, I'm a web designer, and I think that the place that changed me is a community of web designers. I was studying on online courses, and I was there 1 year, and I think that I found out a lot of interesting facts about my field and the interesting people I met, and I think that web design community was my wonder of the world in my short life. So I think I finished.
You can keep it. You can keep it.
Okay.
Take the mic. Thank you very much. Okay, maybe some newcomers more. I'm looking. Yeah, you made the eye contact. That's our rule. If you make an eye contact with the quiz master, you have to go on stage. So introduce yourself first, please.
My name is Valeria.
Valeria. Okay, Valeria, pick one.
What is the deeper purpose of the wonders of the world, and why does humanity continue to be drawn to them across centuries and cultures? What is the deeper purpose of the wonders? Interesting question. Let me think. So I think the purpose on the surface is about maybe to show the beauty of the place, to show the yeah, to construct something. But if we go deeper to the deeper purpose, it could be, I think, to show the greatness of the people, and that something can be maybe constructed for ages, and maybe it reflects some eternity and connection between different times. So this is really deep, to feel eternity and to feel connection with people who were many, many centuries ago. So, and maybe the great things, they really reflect the greatness of our souls as a humanity, of as people. And it's really great to feel it when you see something beautiful like Wonders of the World. And I think you can feel it when you come to the pyramids. I've never been to the pyramids, yeah, but I think you can feel something like that here. So this is all. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Valeria. Okay, I have more questions, guys. Who wants to be the next? Come on. Okay, here is the mic. I will help you. Okay, introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Alice. I would love to apologize to everybody. I was supposed to have a role today, but I got a bit late. Trust me, I did my best. So thank you.
Okay, pick one.
Oh God. Not really. Tell us about your personal hanging gardens, something beautiful and fragile that you have managed to cultivate and preserve against all odds in relationships, your career, or within yourself. Okay, I would say that even before I talk about my own, I think this concept of having to build something for the person you love because they're far away from their home is so cute. It's so beautiful, and I hope I get to experience the same thing. Anyway, my own hanging gardens, something that is very beautiful and fragile. I would say probably it's courage. I think I tend to have a lot of courage to pursue new spaces and to pursue new people and to pursue relationships, I bet. So friendships and many other interpersonal relationships. And I think courage is a very fragile thing because it takes one laugh or one weird face from the audience for you to crumble and forget everything. So I believe courage is a very beautiful thing. Also, it takes one small failure for someone to stop pursuing something, maybe a new career, maybe a new language. And for instance, when I was going to Russia, I arrived January 2022. And then in February and March, we started having a little dance with our neighbors. And it was one of the most scariest things. There was a very small window to fly back home before all flights were closed. But I couldn't explain to myself and to other people why I chose to stay, even though there was nothing holding me behind. So I still hold it to courage. It's been already 3 years. I don't understand exactly why I stayed yet. But I still believe in the courage and the small voice inside. Thank you. Oh, you're right.
Thank you. Okay, guys, maybe you can hear some Toastmasters. Yes. Guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. The question is here. Right here. Okay, introduce yourself, please.
Martino.
Okay, Martino. Pick one.
Give me this. Ooh, a long one, eh? If you had to create your own wonder of the world using only 3 items from your refrigerator, what would it be? To ask in Italian this question. What would it be and what would you call it? Well, refrigerators. When you open a refrigerator, you probably will say it's Italian. It's gonna say pasta, pizza, pomodoro, mozzarella. And you're right. Well, honestly, I like to cook actually. So this was a good question because to me, you know, open a fridge is usually you open a door to creativity. So usually you open a fridge and you try to mix things together, and it's a sort of, to me, it's a sort of meditation in a sense, because, you know, like. In the world we live, we are always connected, like, let's say, disconnected in a sense. I don't know to call it connection, disconnection, social networks, emails, all stuff that they don't distract us. They keep us away from focus, to stay in focus. And eventually, like opening a fridge, it actually it's like, as I said, it's open door to a creativity, to something that I can create, I can do it. And when I have time, actually in Russia don't cook any pasta, any pizza. That's strange. But you know, 3 things to answer the question would be the fridge. Try to be like creativity, passion, curiosity. That's my answer on the fridge that I would like to find.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Martina. That's a very delicious wonder, I would say. So do we have time? Awesome. Who wants to be the next one? Guys, maybe some newcomers are looking at you. Yes. Let me help you. Put it here. Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Kate, Ekaterina.
Kate, okay. Pick one, please. Yeah.
If ancient civilization had Instagram, which of the 7 wonders would get the most likes, and what would be the most popular hashtag?
You have 30 seconds to think, and if you look on the other side.
Yeah. Right. So I guess that the wonder which would be the most popular on Instagram would probably be the Temple of Artemis, because this construction, I suppose it was magnificent, beautiful, with a lot of columns made of marble, and the light was splendid there. I bet it was. So I suppose that a lot of Zoomers would dwell there on a daily basis and would take lots of amazing photos for their account, in beautiful dresses, in beautiful white togas or something like this. And the most popular hashtag would probably be something like another magnificent sunset, I guess, something like this. So yeah, a very creative and interesting question.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna take them out. Okay. Since we have Since we have time, maybe somebody else wants to come on stage. I have mostly funny questions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have 4 more. We have time for all of them. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Come here.
Come on.
Okay. Why, guys, where are you?
My name is Marina. Hello once again.
Okay, Marina, pick one.
What has been your lighthouse of Alexandria? The thing that helped you stay on course during the darkest and most turbulent period? It could be a person, a book, or a principle. For my most turbulent period, the best helper was English. At those time of stress, I started to see motivation speeches, and at that time, it was the first time when I started to understand what native speakers say. And my brain turned on from stressful situations to hearing speeches, and I learned so many interesting stories that I wanted to listen to more and more, and I engaged in English, and so I'm here practicing and improving myself. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I have no time. No time. Okay. So thank you guys very much. That was really, are we voting now? Okay, so guys, it's time to vote. So you can scan the QR code on your agenda. The one it says to vote and pick your favorite speaker or your favorite speech. It's up to you. Yes. There is link in the chat as well. Yes. So. Okay, I think you need help? You're fine? You don't have an agenda. You can take mine. There is a QR code on the bottom. So yeah, everybody has voted, right? Well, I think Samira. You voting? You voted? Can we continue? Yes. So thank you guys.
Thank you very much, Alina. Thank you for a great table topic session. And that was very well incorporated to the theme of the meeting. Thank you. Okay, guys, I'm almost done my job. But before leaving the stage, let me ask you if you can tell what would be the 7th. We have been through 6 out of 7, and we have only one left. Actually, Ksenia listed all 7 of them, and those who took a part in the table topic, you had the cheat sheets on the back side of your, right? You had, yeah. So can you? Okay. Can anyone say what would be the next slide? What the what's the wonder left? Any attentives? Okay, go ahead, Alina. Ta-da-dam! Almost there. Yes, that is a mausoleum at Halicarnassus. And that was a tomb built for Mausolus, a ruler of a Persian empire, by a woman who was both his sister, like a blood sister, and the wife. And that was built in the 4th century before Christ. And Mausolus was famous for being strict and even harsh ruler. And that's why all the buildings were named after his name, Mausoleum, and they are known as a mausoleums now. And I'm ready to invite to the stage next participant, a general evaluator, and I hope she won't be that strict and harsh, but fair. So the role of general evaluator will remain a general evaluator, not Alexandra Fedorenko. For next, Alexandra, please, the stage is yours.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I am so happy that you expect me to be not strict or harsh. I will be fair, though. However, I want to tell you that one of the most important things in learning is feedback. Because without feedback, we would live and keep living with our flaws, mistakes, something that we do not hear or something that we do not see or don't understand in ourselves. So today, I really hope that everybody who is going to receive feedback would understand that the feedback is not about you personally. It is about your performance, and it is for you to become better. And the very first part of my evaluation would actually be inviting the personal evaluators of our prepared speeches. As you remember, the first speech was done by Daniil Filonov, and his personal evaluator is Anna Rubinina. Anna, the stage is yours.
You know what? Today I experienced the helping hand of God because Daniel stand in for me because it was my turn to give a speech, but I couldn't. So I think I turned 100 years old and my mind was blocked, and I've spent 2 weeks on managing my speech, but today I didn't have it, and he gave us an awe-inspiring example of improvisational speech. So this speech was made just on the go, right? A round of applause. So let me tell you what I think made this speech very good. The first thing, he chose a personal story. So when you tell about something personal, probably you exaggerated or made some things up, I don't know, but still, it was a personal story. And when you talk about yourself, it's much easier not to forget things, not to choose words. Yes, I think that's a good, very good tip. Yes, when you have to improvise, tell about yourself. The second thing, his exquisite sense of humor. I know that not everyone has it, but if you have it, use it. Yes. The third thing, you like working with the audience. You ask them questions. You pick up some people and try to interact with them. I don't know if it's always good when you have to give a speech in front of an unfamiliar audience, but when it's a circle of Toastmasters, I think it's okay. It's very good, especially when you flirt with girls. So, as it was,
Search.
which,
Research. Not
okay, that's a research. All right. Well, I need to give some advice and recommendations for improvement. It's very difficult in this situation. Yes, I think. Huh?
Go ahead.
No, it's impossible for me today. That's why I'd like to finish my evaluation. And thank you once again for helping me and for giving us this brilliant example of improvisational speech. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anne. So as a general evaluator, I'm supposed to evaluate person evaluators. And one example that I want to give to everybody who is going to evaluate in the future, try to detach yourself from the person that you are evaluating by using a third person. So you can, of course, thank the person who was presenting by saying, Daniel, thank you very much. But then, since you're giving a valuable lesson to everybody, you can actually use a little bit more of he, the speaker, so that it would be a little bit easier for everybody to relate. One piece of advice that I would like to give to the speaker, Daniel, is the eye contact. You cannot, I mean, you didn't call it flirting, and I believe it. However, you were so heavy on giving attention to this part of the audience that it felt like this part might have been a bit, feeling left out. Which means that whenever you are presenting, it is not about asking and communicating with the audience. Make sure to balance the eye contact between the whole audience that you have, all right? With that, I would like to invite on stage our second evaluator. As you remember, the second speech was done by Lyubov Gershman, and Marina Prudnikova is going to evaluate it. Please welcome.
Thank you. There you go.
Hello, Toastmasters, dear friends and guests. It is my honor to be here at Toastbusters meeting through 1 year, I think, right? And I'm very happy to evaluate Luba as a very new member of Toastmasters and the person who is very active in the life of our division. By the way, today I have forgotten my badge, and I'm also with a strict part here too. But let's forget about it and devote some time to Luba's speech. The purpose of the project of Luba was to introduce the vocal variety and body language. In this project, my task as evaluator is to pay attention to vocal variety, pitch, volume, speed, and all the rest. Usually such speeches are very inspiring, and because they attract attention because of different kinds of volume, speech, and what else, what not. So what about loudness and volume? I suppose that your volume was quite okay, but I would recommend to speak a little bit louder, especially for the last shows. And this is a tip for all the other speakers too, because I was sitting in the very back of the audience, of the auditory. Then, the pitch. It seemed to me successfully varied, and your vocal variety conveyed emotion well throughout, and your presentation was quite various. You tried to highlight some words like lunch, dinner, and midnight, then artificial intelligence, and some of your words were said at a lower volume and lower pitch, and there is one more point which was done successfully too. It was your, what else did I should do? it was your vocal variety overall. It was quite good, and you kept the audience in interest through the whole time. But there was something which was making me asking questions to myself. What was about the rate? I understood that you tried to show us that your 24-hour endless days of negotiations were too long for you to survive. But it was too long, too slow, and too many pauses. So when you want to show us that something lasts long, you can use your hands. By the way, your body language was just perfect because you showed us how you drank tea, how you typed some questions, asked some questions using the keyboard, and so on and so forth. So no question to your body language at all. But to your rate and to the structure of your speech, I have a lot of questions. So try to work on your rate. And one more thing, I would suggest you as a challenge for you to develop your speech and presentation mastery. Try to connect your thesis into a story. Because through the whole speech, I was wondering how your story was connected to the title, Work with a New Nation, and what was the main idea. What will be the idea which I would think of when I leave this room? And all the speakers are supposed to inspire the audience and to leave some message which people will take with them afterwards. Unfortunately, I didn't get it, but I know that it is your second speech, and I think that as for the purpose of the project, it was done great because of body language and vocal variety. So good luck in your further speeches. And if you wish, I think that you can discuss your speeches with everyone before you present. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll forget about it. Thank you very much, Marin. I'm going to make the same comments, and I will show you what I mean when I talk about the third person. Every speech that you present here, no matter what your role is, either the prepared speech or the impromptu speech or the role, is still a speech, a presentation. And you present not for one person, not for Luba, not for Daniil, not for Tanya. So imagine that I'm going to speak to Samira. You, Samira, and you, and you, and you, everybody feels left out because you're not speaking as a speaker to everybody. You chose your goal. Everybody else can get their phones because nobody cares about them. So whenever you present, again, no matter how small or large your speech is, please try to remember that there is the audience. This is why in personal evaluation, it is very important to use the third person. Now we're going to get to the minor roles and also to general evaluation of the whole speech. First of all, I would like to mention a thing that I've been thinking about throughout the whole thing. Again, I'm not trying to be too harsh, but fair. I want to speak about distractions. Right now I'm here and everybody was here, but throughout the whole evening, we have these gorgeous things on the stage. And I caught myself not once, not twice, and not even 3 times, not listening to the speakers, but looking at the gorgeous pictures, guessing, was that an elephant? Where is this thing? Where is the garden? So whenever you're using some presentation, some supportive tools, make sure that whenever somebody else is on stage, put something non-distracting. Because again, this is great. And again, I loved all of the pictures. However, they were a teeny tiny bit distracting. This is not a bad, just something that can be improved. I remember there was another distraction, not you remember, but I'm going to point it out. Tanya, would you please take the stage for a moment and just play a role of a speaker. Thank you very much. Thank you much. You can present something. What's wrong here? Yeah. I'm not speaking about the table topics master per se. I'm speaking about everybody that can be here. I, as a general evaluator, could also come here. Why not? The presenter, the speaker is here, right? Somebody would come here. Somebody would be here. This is something that I speak from experience. I was here at some point of my life. However, when you take general evaluator, Toastmaster, table topics master, whoever, try to get rid of yourself from the stage, okay? Now, I would like to call to this stage a person who took a last-minute role and decided that he can be an accountant, and he did that successfully, in my opinion. So please welcome to the stage Artyom with his reports as the accountant.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let me give you this beautiful thing.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh.
Like this. Okay. Thank you, dear guests and Toastmasters. I think you have noticed that the sounds like M was almost pronounced by everyone. I want to must I speak about long pauses or not? Okay, I would like to mention that Daniil Filonov and Любовь Gershman had long pauses. Yeah, then Valeria have the sound so. Martina has had well and like. Ekaterina had so, and Anna Rubinina had repeats. I also want to point out Pishenka Marina and Alexander Filonenko for the speech without these sounds and pause fillers. Yeah, and it's all for now.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Let me take this one back. Thank you very much. All right, these last minute things are always very, very difficult, but I believe that Artyom succeeded. There is one comment that I want to make, not to Artyom, but to organizers. First of all, great job finding a person to fill in the last minute role, so to say. However, make sure that you let the person know what he can talk about. When Artyom asks a question about this, he's not supposed to. We're not supposed to ask what we're supposed to do here, right? So do the briefing. It can be a 1-minute thing, a 5-minute thing, depending on the urgency, so that a person would not feel lost in here and would know what to do, okay? Next person that I would like to call here would be our grammarian. Martina, I welcome you on stage with your report.
Yeah.
You're very welcome.
Evaluator. You have to do like this. I think I will be short because no one here tonight. Word of the day. I wonder if someone. You mentioned it. Shame on me. So what was it? Shame on me. Sorry. I was not awe-inspiring to it. All right, at least I also said it. All right, a couple of gems for tonight that I particularly like. Maybe I didn't notice everything because actually I had some allergies. So I'm deaf 1 year, so probably that's imagination, go way beyond reality. It's a nice way of saying about the extent of imagination. Here is a spoil. What is here? Here is a spoil. Here is a hint. Is a thing. Yeah. A couple of correction. So I heard so many effort. It's so much effort. Just a slip of the tongue. 50 pages, and can't laugh on itself. It's on oneself because itself is a thing. If you say one laugh on itself, if you say it by yourself, it's you're a person, so it cannot be a thing. So it's one can't laugh on oneself. That's all. Thank you very much. Sorry again for not being so careful.
Like that. I'm gonna do it like that. Thank you very much. Well, guys, raise your hands, those of you who knows what the heck is awe. Awe. What is awe as in awe-inspiring? Raise your hands. Just raise your hands if you know. Don't be shy. You're a teacher, so you're supposed to know. Okay, Martino, see the hands? See the hands? There's 4 people. I can also raise my hand. So whenever you give a word of the day, if you decide to take a grammarian role, make sure to bring some prompts. You can ask the organizers to print the words in the agenda so that people would actually see that with examples, with something. If they tell you, oh, we don't have time or we don't have space, shame on them, but at least you tried. Make sure to say that or is being pronounced as A-W-E, not O-H, for example, like an O. Why am I saying that? The reason why pretty much nobody used it, except for those people who raised their hands, because nobody knew the words. And that was not enough to just say it, because if you don't know it, if you don't get enough examples, you can even give a translation. Of course, we are an English-speaking community, but still that works. Some people still do need translation. Other than that, great job. Thank you for being here on time, and thank you for being here. With that, you were on time for your role. That counts. With that, I would like to invite on the stage another person who also took a last-minute role, and this is our timer, Konstantin. Please welcome Konstantin on stage.
Thank you once again. Okay, guys, those members, friends, newcomers, my small report for you. Of course, I can congratulate and everybody, I think, and believe, tried to be in time frames and check the time. But our winners today, Lyubov and Daniil, because their presentation and speeches was too long, but at the same time was so grabbing and captivating our attention. Thank you. Daniil spent 10 minutes, Lyubov 9 minutes. So I want to mention and highlight that I think your introduction parts were the same, approximately 3-4 minutes, and your body was the same in duration. Ending, it was 2 minutes, so you was in the same positions. I would also highlight and point out about table topic sessions, and especially when we give impromptu speech, try to speak more, try to speak longer, because majority of people speak approximately 1 minute or 1 minute and 10 seconds, 20 seconds. So it's, I think, too small and we can extend and we can speak more. Only 2 guys were on time, and maybe myself, I don't know. I think that's it. And that's all. It's a small report for you. Thank you.
Interesting again. And again, thank you very much for picking this role last minute. And again, the comment to the organizers, make sure to give the briefing to everybody who fills the role in last minute, because there was a situation when we were already late and our timer okayed the continuation of table topics, which everybody probably would be happy about, but we do have the timing, and thanks to Anne, we stopped it, and we are kind of still running out of time, but that's okay. One of the most important roles in here is our Quizmaster, who is going to question your active listening. So I would like to welcome on this stage Marina with the questions.
So let's check how attentive you were. Which city is the motherland of Olympics Games? Olympia. How many times Temple of Artemis was rebuilt? 8. What kind of skill had to have sailors to see lights of Alexandria? Something like that. Yes, yes, yes. Where Daniel started his career? Where did Daniel start his career? Yes. What kind of problem with health did Daniel have?
Stomach poisoning.
Yes.
Bad eating. No. Bad memory.
Many problems. How Любовь built connections with partners? Smile and yes. Who never gets tired?
AI.
Yes. What AI can't do? Yes. For whom Garden of Babylon was built according for the legend? Wife, yes. Which colors would Constantine prefer to see in his own island? Yes, and white. Is it true that Martina doesn't like to cook?
No.
No. What is the main part in learning? What is the main part in learning? Yes, yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marin. One comment that I would like to give to, again, everybody, if you decide to take a role of a quizmaster, or in the future, when you will have some notes and you need to read something off your notes, make sure that you don't read off your notes. What I mean by that, you have a question, right? Read it quickly and then ask this question to the audience, looking them in the eye. What is the disease that somebody had? What is the city, this, and that? Because even reading in front of the audience is presenting in front of the audience. All right? Okay. With that, I would like to give some evaluation of the meeting in common in general, and also give some advice for the future to make it even more awe-inspiring. First of all, I can say nothing about the meeting starting late, because with the weather, with the traffic, it is rarely that we do start meetings late. However, when we do, it is a nice thing. I would like to suggest to switch slightly the agenda, putting the timer in front of every other role, and then putting the timer the last person to be on the agenda. Why? Because today we had, for example, Artyom, who picked the role at last minute. Maybe he was here before, maybe he knows exactly what he's supposed to do, but does he know what the signs mean? The Quizmaster was the last one according to the agenda, but how much time does she have? There were no signs. So the timer role is probably one that should go in the very beginning and then should close the reports, because after our timer, we still have one more minor role. I would like to mention several words and speak about our Toastmaster of the day. Tatiana, you were amazing. You were really great, inspiring topic, though not my favorite, but it was really nice to kind of get some maybe new information, because we've learned that at some point, right? And what I really loved was that you incorporated every single thing in between the people and even extended it to the second half, something that not that many people do. Usually what happens while I'm giving these comments, we have a Toastmaster who gives us a chunk of information for 20 minutes and then roll, break. This is why whenever you're going to pick this role, make sure that you treat it as a presentation and you become a facilitator. I would like to give something to think about. A facilitator, a Toastmaster of the day, is not just a person who presents and tells you, meet this person. This is also a person who listens carefully and tries in between to connect the information to the speaker and then the speaker to the rest. So there was one phrase that stood out. You might not remember it, but I was listening carefully. Thank you so much for a great speech. Break. That means that our facilitator probably was not listening very carefully. This is why there was nothing else to say, but that was a great speech. So whenever you facilitate a session, make sure to find at least one thing to mention about a speech that would make everybody think that you've listened carefully, even if you haven't. Okay? All right. Let's move on to our table topics master. I can also give you only some positive reviews. I believe you've heard my comments. That was not about you per se. That was a comment in general. What I really loved was the fact that you again incorporated the topic into the questions. They were very interesting. And you've also invited the newcomers. And I also loved a lot, this is something that I want you to take if you decide to pick this role, or if you have to do something in the future where you have to bring people anywhere. Volunteers are rare. You rarely see people who would be like, pick me, pick me. And this is a really great thing to say, eye contact, come here. Ooh, you come here. Okay, I see you, come here. So that was a really, really great thing. I suggest for the future, all the newcomers. And unless somebody who has a role on stage picking the, raising their hand, don't pick them. They had an opportunity to be here, or they will have an opportunity to be here. And there are some people who didn't come here today. A little teeny tiny thing. Okay, speaking about the meeting in general, great meeting, good audience, very receptive, very attentive. So again, I can say only good things. The minor things with the late timing, that at some point you will get rid of it once all of the people are on time. I would also like to call again on this stage Daniil Filonov, because he wants to give his comments on my comments about the third person in evaluation.
Sorry, I will take one more minute, but it will save hours of your Toastmasters Master year. Every first and third Wednesday, I came here to Optima for my meeting. I provide evaluation to speeches using the third-person perspective. For the reasons mentioned today, I would like to engage all people. Then comes General Evaluator Alexander Uzyanov and says, please say the name of your speaker and talk to her, because she is the most important person in this room. Don't call her she. And every second and fourth Wednesday, I come here and my personal evaluator talks to me directly, saying Daniel. And General Evaluator Alexandra says it's wrong. Probably both ways can exist. I just can't stand losing 3 minutes of my lifetime every week deciding which is better. This Saturday, you will have leadership meeting of Toastmasters committees. And Samira, could you please bring this to the attention of everyone at this meeting? Probably in 10 minutes, you will decide which is better. Say it in a third way perspective, or just prohibit evaluating all these ways and saying this stuff. Thank you. Yes, just don't judge personal evaluators anymore. Both ways can exist, or
Okay, this is topic that is very dear to your heart, Daniel. I can hear that. You are very important. However, whenever somebody is listening to your feedback, to the feedback, make sure that you digest this feedback, because both ways exist. And I truly believe that third person is better for a larger audience, while someone else will believe that you person, the second person, is better for a particular person. However, there is no way for such an outburst, especially in front of people. So with that, I would like to conclude my role and give the microphone and the stage to the president. Thank you.
Thank you guys for this wonderful meeting and for choosing to spend this evening here at Moscow Toastbusters. The next meeting will take place in 2 weeks on 10th of September in this place, but we will have an unusual format because we are going to conduct the table topics contest. So if you are a member of this club, you can take part in this contest. If you win at the club level, you can advance to area level that comprises several clubs and then proceed to the division level where you can compete with the best speakers from Russia and Kazakhstan. And success at the division level will lead you to the district level, which includes several countries such as Russia, Kazakhstan, Poland, Finland, and Lithuania. So this is a really international contest, and I encourage all members of my club to take part. So before we wrap up, let's take a group photo, and I invite all of you to the after party. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, Alina conducted an amazing table topic session, and I would like to present an award for the best table topic speech, and the winner is Martina. For you. Can someone take a photo?
Take a selfie.
Okay. So guys, let's take a group photo.
Okay. Your picture.
Yes.